In the heart of Palo Alto, where startup dreams are the currency and ambition fuels the morning traffic, lived a young woman named Aisha. She wasn't a Stanford graduate or a seasoned venture capitalist, she was a supremely talented chef who ran a modest food truck, Aisha's Eats, known for the freshest, most authentic, and surprisingly healthy lunchtime fare in the tech hub. Aisha's dream wasn't just to cook, it was to fundamentally revolutionize how the busy, often unhealthy, tech workforce consumed its midday meal. She saw the rushed, flavorless, and expensive takeout meals of the office towers and envisioned a scalable, hyper-efficient business that delivered nutritious, gourmet food straight to their desks, a concept she boldly branded as lunch flow. The initial months were a brutal education in entrepreneurship. She worked 18-hour days, often sleeping on a makeshift bed in her small apartment above a local garage, pouring every single dollar she earned back into high-quality ingredients and the development of a rudimentary, mobile-first ordering app. She used her own savings to pay a freelance developer named Ben to build its basic architecture. She knew her vision needed significant capital to scale up, to move from a single food truck operation to a sophisticated delivery fleet and a centrally located cloud kitchen. Aisha's initial attempts to secure funding were soul-crushing. She pitched her detailed plan to over 30 angel investors and venture capitalists. Most of them glanced at her pitch deck, saw "food truck owner," and offered polite but firm rejections. The food service market is brutally saturated, Aisha. It's too high-touch, low-margin. Stick to your truck, dear. This is Silicon Valley. We fund scalable software, not sandwiches. Where's the genuine tech innovation? This is just high-end catering with an ordering form. The constant no's were not a sign to quit, they were, in Aisha's mind, feedback. She didn't shrink her vision, she sharpened her analysis. She realized her true, defensible competitive edge wasn't the food, which was delicious but replicable, but her hyperlocal, data-driven delivery system. She began obsessively tracking every piece of data her basic app collected: time of order, location, delivery time, food temperature upon arrival, and customer satisfaction correlations. By analyzing this data, she could predict peak demand spikes with 90% accuracy, minimize food waste to less than 3%, a revolutionary feat in food service, and calculate the fastest dynamic routes, lowering her average delivery cost to a fraction of traditional services. She went back to Ben, the developer, and they worked for 3 months refining the logistics aspect. The app now didn't just take orders, it was a predictive AI model for food logistics. Armed with this refined, data-backed proof, she sought out investors again. This time, she met Mr. Elias Henderson, a grizzled veteran who had made his fortune not in social media or apps, but in trucking logistics and warehousing. He didn't care about the recipes. He spent an hour grilling her exclusively on her data models and her delivery metrics. "Show me the unit economics of a high-density delivery zone," he demanded. Aisha presented a spreadsheet that mapped every variable perfectly. "Aisha," Mr. Henderson finally said, leaning back in his chair. "Everyone else who walked in here was selling a sandwich or a fad diet. You, my dear, are selling predictive efficiency and logistics optimization. You've turned a physical product into a digital infrastructure problem, and you've solved it faster and cheaper than anyone else in this valley. That's a business." Mr. Henderson offered her the $1.5 million seed investment she desperately needed. With the capital, Aisha made strategic moves. She didn't buy a fancy car or a luxury apartment. She invested wisely, acquiring a dedicated, centrally located cloud kitchen, purchasing a small fleet of efficient electric delivery scooters, and, crucially, hiring 2 elite developers to build a truly robust AI-driven logistics platform that could handle citywide expansion. She renamed the company Flow Eats. Her initial food truck became the company's first marketing asset, a symbol of their humble beginnings. Within 2 years, Flow Eats was no longer just an idea, it was a company valued at $50 million and rapidly expanding its model to other major U.S. cities. It dominated the Silicon Valley corporate lunch market, not because its food was good, but because its system was perfect. Aisha proved a core American business truth: the true value of an enterprise isn't just in the product itself, but in the scalability, the systems you build, the smart use of data, and the relentless, unwavering drive of the founder who refused to let initial failure define their ultimate success. She started with a food truck and ended up owning the road, proving that in the land of opportunity, a brilliant idea combined with relentless execution is the real secret to financial fortune.